Hello, testing. Is anybody out there? Can you hear me? Testing. Is anybody out there? It's me. It's Feather. I'm here. We had a lot of interference in the last transmission. I have no idea what happened. I couldn't even tell that it got fucked up. I'm guessing space wind, cosmic dust, the usual shit that happens out here. But I am still here. I know I had you worried, didn't I? But never fear. I am still here. I'm still wearing my hat. I'm still wearing my moccasins. I'm still wearing a fucking poncho. This is specced out Jungle Boy shit right here. I am like cliche as fuck right now, but it's kind of a vibe. But man, I can't believe this fucking tech is being tech again. I was so arrogant. I got knocked down a peg. Just as soon as I think it's smooth sailing, I got it all sorted out and there's going to be no problems and we're on some new bullshit. No, we're back on the old bullshit. And I'm once again a slave to my technology. And so I've just been here trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. So yeah, anyways, I don't know if this is going to get out there. So this is really crossing my fingers. But the biggest thing that I'm like super bummed about is after my sister jumped in the portal there while I was just kind of, sending a transmission out and we had a little impromptu conversation, we like ended up on some like really great shit. And I walked away from that conversation feeling so good, so energized, so stimulated. We got into some like really great introspective stuff about connecting to your inner youth and how it affects your artistry and your life journey and just all this stuff. And what's interesting is like, I feel like I've like known, connect with your inner youth and like don't lose that part of yourself. But for whatever reason, when my sister told me, she told me this point where she's like, I had a revelation sometime when I was 25 that everyone is just a young version of themselves. We're all just children, basically. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah. And I feel like I've known that, like, duh, yeah, I know. And I've glimpsed moments of that in the past few years of like seeing my parents still as that as I grow up and stuff. But for whatever reason, when my sister said it, and then she had pointed out a couple things about me and hearing them said back to me, coming from my sister who has known me since being a small boy, it resonated with me. Like it really stuck. And I was like, you of all people would know who my most youthful young self is and what he's into. And so like, I don't know if it was just like that. I trust her. I didn't even have to think about it. I just knew she was right, if that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, she was talking about my shoes. She was like, those are totally Kyle's shoes. And I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't really thinking about that. To everyone else, I bet they're like, that's new. What's he wearing? But for me, I just was kind of drawn to some weird-ass moccasins. Comfy as hell, by the way. So I know y'all are jealous. But I didn't think of it as being something that was innately me. And it is, I guess. I just forgot. So anyways, I'm just like, I'm so bummed that everybody couldn't hear her conversation and the wisdom she had. So it like, yeah, I don't know. It had me feeling some type of way. And then this tech had me feeling some type of way. And so I'm a strange mixture of frustrated and content. So yeah, what I'm going to try and do is call her and get her back on this thing to get some of that back. Man, I wish y'all could hear that. So I don't fucking know. So yeah, I'm going to We're going to try this out. So I'm going to call her. Okay, I think we're doing all right. Cool. Come on, Melanie.
Hi, you've reached Mel.
Fuck.
I'm building a life-size replica of Mount Vesuvius, so I can't take your call. Leave me a message.
What? What? Mount... I've always said this. She's cooler than me. That's a fact, so... you know what? I'm going to call my mom again because I'm like... You ever realize that, like, sometimes you haven't talked to your parents in, like, a long-ass time and they probably are like, are you alive? That's kind of how I feel. And I just kind of am like, oh, yeah. I probably should, like, let my mom know what's, like, going on, huh? So, you know, what can you do? You know, I did try her. It was a little bit more of a crisis mode, but...
Hi, you've reached Colleen.
I'm not surprised.
I can't come to the phone right now. I'm living and loving it up in Florida.
Yeah, I know.
So if you need me, just leave me a message.
Okay.
And if you're one of my
We
kids
get it, Mom.
and you're stuck in some melodramatic situation, just text the mama.
No.
Yeah? Okay. All right. And I'll get back to you when I can, okay? All right. Okay, message me. All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
I did my due diligence as a child today. Did you do yours? That's all I'm saying. Think about it. Just think about it. Do your due diligence, children. Okay, enough of that weird-ass bit. Oh, well, I don't know who else to call. I have to make a list, but there's a lot of people I haven't talked to in a second. I'm going to try, well, why don't I try Harrison? Nope, I guess no voicemail there. Well, all right. I'm not gonna call a million people in a row and that be the show. I'm gonna make a list. I mean, I was thinking about this and following that conversation, I was like, I wish I talked to her more. You know, like, I need to leave more conversations feeling like this. It feels really good. And so I was like, I just need to do that more with other people too, just other people in my life beyond family. And I've had a tendency and do have a tendency to kind of don't stay in touch well. I think I get a little bit too like consumed by my, I don't know, work and whatever I'm doing. And I get tunnel vision. I mean, I sit in front of the screen and I work on the ship all day and I'm in the treehouse bunking around and I just forget. I forget. I'm always chipping away at a never-ending to-do list and I always forget to add other things to the to-do list of life and not just work. And so, yeah, I don't know. We're working on it, right? We're going to figure it out. I'm going to get better. And so, yeah, I'm gonna call some people. I think, and this is me. I'm speaking aloud. I'm thinking aloud right now, and this is me. This is me putting it into action by publicly saying this to the space world. So I stay accountable. So, I mean, assuming that I can make this fucking tech reliable, will be good. So I guess I have my work cut out for me, but apprehensively, that is the goal. So, well, now what? Now what do we do? Oh, we could talk about, oh yeah, I forgot what, I don't feel like I haven't talked about what I've been jamming lately. It's always a staple I try to put in every one of these. I think it's a good glimpse into someone's mind. and I just always forget. So I've been listening to Coldplay. Y'all know, big Coldplay boy out here. But they got a new record coming. And man, I don't know, something about it, whether it's the title or its art, it kind of resonates. It hits. What's it called? It's moon music. Moon music. Music for moons, perhaps. And they have, what is it? Feels Like, the first time I'm falling in love. That's a great one. And then they just put out a little bit ago a song called We Pray. It's kind of sick. It's kind of nasty. It's got Burna Boy on it, and it's got a kind of like a trappy beat. And I just fucking love Coldplay because they always give me something new and interesting, and they always give me something familiar that feels like Coldplay. And we've just really grown together through all of the years, and it's been quite a lovely time, really. I cannot speak highly enough of the boys in the land of cold. So that's one. Put that one down. Another one. Probably no surprises here. Fred again has a new record. It's a good one. Put that one down. And there's another one, and I gotta remember here. I should write these down every time, and I never do. But I've also been okay. Hear me out on this. I've also been listening to Keith Urban. I know. That's kind of different, but what was it? The Keith Urban song, I don't know if Sadie played it, because she has a country playlist that she randomly breaks out sometimes. And it was, it's off Ripcord. It's fucking, I'm literally blanking right now. I must figure this out before I forget. That John Deere one. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that Keith Urban kind of rips like a lot. We would always randomly play Keith Urban in the van when we were touring in the Millennium, because Brandon would he was more of the country guy. He was familiar with that. And Keith was up there. But Keith Urban's so sick because like he is constantly trying new shit. He's constantly trying like new like fusing other genres and influences with like country styles and stuff. And every record you can just tell there's like he's trying something new, and I think that's dope. I think people should do that. That's sick as fuck, Keith. Keith, my boy, you're sick as fuck. I just thought you should know that. I love your music. Wait, he has a new record coming out too, or is it out? Should we find out? Oh, not out yet. Just like Coldplay's. He's got a couple singles out, but it's not out yet. 3 hours? Holy shit! It literally comes out today. It's called High. That's kind of bizarre. Wow, I just like completely forgot, and yet I've just been like jamming Keith. So okay, we all eagerly await Keith's. We all await Keith album High. Keith? Maybe that's his rapper name. Keith Urban. Keith Urban presents High. I'm not gonna go down that fucking stoner bit. Could you see that I like thought about it? There was that pause, and he was like, "Do I go for that?" And I was like, "I don't want to do that. That feels like a lot of work. I don't know if I'm not prepared for that. I spent fucking all day the last few days trying to fuck with this computer, and that's like my brain. You know what I feel like that is if you ever rode a like training bike, like the CrossFit ones, Just a nice steady clip. That's what I feel like my brain does when I do that shit all day. And by the end of the day, it's almost on autopilot. It's like, it's so hard to fucking get off the bike at that point. And then when I do, the brain's like, so anyways, back to music. Yeah, that's my full spread here. As you can tell, we like diversity and whatnot. I'm going to cut this one short because I can tell that I'm fucking losing it. This is a brief boy here. I'm not getting on any tangents. I don't have the energy for that. But moral of this whole story is, I'm going to do better, and I want to reconnect with some people, and I want to pick up their wisdom to share it with me. I've been spending far too much time bitching about myself and my technology that I caused problems for on my own. And Melanie, we got to get you back on here. I want to ask you more about that. Okay, so we're gonna track her down. Oh my god! Fuck. Hello? Can you? Oh fuck.
Alright, I don't know if this is gonna make it out, but they heard me talking shit earlier. I'll catch you later, everyone.